You are one good-sized person.
Thank you, thank you.
What do I call you? Hulk, Mr. Hogan?
Mr.
Your
Hogan,
Honor,
Mr.
sir?
Hogan will be fine, definitely.
Mr. Hogan.
Do you know anything about Hulkamania?
Hulkamania?
Hulkamania.
If you want me to.
Johnny Carson interviewed every type of celebrity imaginable, but some guests were so visibly strong they changed the entire energy of the studio and made Carson look like a child. These are the 10 toughest guests on Johnny Carson. Hulk Hogan, the human action figure.
You are one good-sized person.
Thank you, thank you.
One big man. What do I call you? Hulk, Mr. Hogan?
Mr.
Your
Hogan,
Honor,
Mr.
sir?
Hogan will be fine, definitely.
Mr. Hogan.
Hogan was the walking symbol of strength with a massive build, wrestler swagger, and dominance persona. Hulk's arms seemed like they were bigger than Carson's head, creating both visual comedy and awkwardness because of the size difference.
What are, well, you're already making one, but, if you flex that, or,
I hate to show off.
Well, that's all right. I mean, this is, you are a professional, and, what size are your biceps?
They're 24 inches, Johnny.
Johnny treated the wrestling phenomenon with playful respect. Hogan never dropped character, making the interview feel like performance art.
What's a normal? What would you have for breakfast?
Well, it just depends. Steak and 6 eggs and...
Snack for breakfast.
Yeah, definitely a snack.
Steak and 6 eggs.
Yeah. And,
somebody said raw.
Raw? No.
Johnny told staff after the show, "Why didn't anyone tell me he was that big?" Arnold Schwarzenegger, the blueprint builder.
How tall are you? You're about
6'2".
6'2", and what do you weigh? What's your weight?
210 right now. But it is much better to be lean and light health-wise, you know. When you get older, and I'm not really old, but I mean, when you get older, you should really slowly decrease the body weight and get leaner and leaner because it's better for your heart and stuff.
And that way you don't have to worry about dying or getting buried. You just disappear.
If you just lose a little every year.
You keep getting smaller.
Arnold delivers fitness advice about exercising 20 minutes per day with total confidence, like it's obvious. Arnold's muscles made him look like he could bench press the desk. His accent added to the larger-than-life quality, making him seem superhuman.
And it's a myth that you need equipment. You don't need a lot of stuff.
No, you can do a lot of
you can
things
do while
at
you're
home.
driving.
What do you want to do when
Stay
you're driving?
awake.
You should pay attention to the traffic.
Carson asked questions like interviewing a different species of human. Schwarzenegger's casual approach to extreme fitness made Carson laugh. Johnny reportedly said, "It honestly surprised me Arnold was so friendly. He looks like he could take me down in seconds." Clint Eastwood, the quiet intimidator.
You got a tough act to follow, you know that?
20th and Plum, I'd
20?
say.
20th and Plum.
She's wild.
Eastwood's toughness is the quiet kind with minimal words-controlled presence and classic hard-edged screen identity.
You're so cool when you do that. Everybody wants to play a cowboy, you know. I think that's every kid's dreams, to play the,
Well, I think it's the
the
escapist
hero.
element
Yeah, it is,
we all
really.
have, you know.
It really is. Westerns are a great
Yeah, it's
outlet.
a
It's
you know,
the
playing
good guys
on
and the bad
fantasies,
guys.
I've been very fortunate in my life to be able to play in Westerns because I've been able to release my fantasies through...
Clint's silence carried more weight than most guests' entire interviews. Carson filled dead air because Eastwood wouldn't help him.
Main part of town is First and Main. 20th and Plum is way out. Well,
She's got more cool than any 10 actors I've ever seen.
Isn't
She's
she-
wild.
isn't she great?
A piano teacher with double cool.
Well, speaking of cool,
The Dirty Harry star's squint alone created intimidation. Johnny worked twice as hard to keep the segment moving. Johnny told friends, "Eastwood's aura and calmness is something I admired greatly about him." Muhammed Ali, the charismatic fighter.
how you feeling? You've been...
I'm feeling pretty good. I was
Last time I saw you on a show, you were talking like this.
Yeah, like a ventriloquist. I was wired up for about 4 weeks. It was supposed to be about 5, but I healed a lot faster than an ordinary fellow.
Yeah.
Ali talks about getting his jaw broken by Ken Norton, but frames hardship with charisma.
But I have to start training about another week because this second time I'm gonna really be ready. Norton is gonna have to really watch out.
Yeah.
Because musically speaking, if he don't see sharp, he's gonna be flat.
Carson reportedly said, "Ali's presence is bigger than the format. He makes resilience sound entertaining without shrinking reality." Ali turned painful boxing stories into captivating entertainment.
Now, didn't you have a problem with a tooth?
Well, about 3 of my
Breaking or something, or
bottom
what?
teeth are out. And what happened was it made the jaw kind of weak. Plus, my mouth was open. I was clowning one time too many, and I got hit trying to talk
Yeah.
during the fight.
His confidence made discussing injuries feel like victory speeches. Carson gave Ali complete control, knowing he'd deliver gold. The champ's personality filled the studio with electric energy. John Wayne, the room owner.
Yeah, well, I am. That's the sad thing, or I wouldn't have given it up, cancer or no cancer. But now if I take a cigarette or a cigar...
You can still have coffee, can't you?
Yeah, I'll have a touch. Ooh, this is the kind of coffee I like.
Wayne's surprise walk-on carries himself like the room belongs to him, shifting the usual chat energy into commanding movie star presence. Duke's entrance made the studio audience erupt like a legend just appeared. Wayne's physical presence dominated the set without him trying.
Yeah, they said in the history books
they get to you.
they were not again coming up and letting them have it in the back.
That's right.
You know, if that was the way to do it.
Well, that's the way I'd want to do it if I was scared of the guy.
Carson's usual control vanished as Wayne took over the conversation. The contrast between late-night casualness and Wayne's Western authority was electric. Carson later told his staff, "I treated him like a genuine heavyweight because Wayne's stoic aura demanded it." Chuck Norris, the karate demonstrator. Norris teaches Johnny karate with 9-year-old Philip Paley presenting martial arts expertise that looks dangerous even as just a demonstration. The segment stays funny because Carson is clearly out of his element, and the lesson format creates natural comic tension. Norris stays composed, which makes Johnny's reactions land even more. The toughness is presented as skill and control, not just brute force. Carson tries learning moves looking awkward next to Norris's precision. The 9-year-old student makes Johnny look even less coordinated. Norris never loses the serious martial arts instructor energy. Carson told his staff the segment turned strength into something showable on late night. George Foreman, the personable monster.
How you feeling? You look great.
I feel real good, really good.
Now, you're really gonna do this, huh?
Oh, it's the easiest thing that have ever been asked of me. I can whip Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas, and Evander Holyfield. I can whip them all in one night.
Foreman's heavyweight power puncher reputation makes him look like he could fold the set in half. The comedy comes from the contrast, because this intimidating figure also cracks Johnny up with personality. Carson reacts like the audience, half amazed, half amused by how easy Foreman makes it look.
Do you have to shave this every day?
I shave it every day.
Somebody told me. Now, somebody told me. It's not my view, of course. And I find nothing wrong with this. And you not only shave but other parts. You shave. No, is that now? Were they putting me on?
The toughness is in the reputation, but the charm humanizes it. Johnny later said, Foreman humanizes a monster without softening the strength. Foreman's laugh is genuine, making the intimidation factor disappear. Carson treats him with visible respect, knowing Foreman's power is real. The segment proves toughness and likability can coexist perfectly. Randal Tex Cobb, the unpredictable brawler.
Tex, or what do you like to be called? Randall or Tex, or?
Sir would be fine.
Sir would be fine.
Cobb comes off like a real fighter dropped onto a talk show couch, not a polished celebrity with his blunt, unpredictable edge. The laughs come from that raw quality because Carson's smooth hosting style has to adapt in real time.
Were you a tough kid growing up?
Well, no. As a matter of fact, I was fat, slow, made up for it with lack of coordination, acne, things like that.
He feels physically imposing in a way that changes the temperature of the interview, making the toughness undeniable. The segment is memorable because Cobb's toughness isn't performed, it's just there.
Pulverized, beat half to death, yeah.
He really beat up on you, huh?
Well, at the time I thought it was playing. I thought everybody played like that.
Yeah.
You grew up in a house, you don't know any different, you know.
Carson tries maintaining normal interview rhythm, but Cobb's energy disrupts it. Tex speaks bluntly without the usual celebrity filter. His face shows real damage from boxing, making the tough guy image authentic. Carson appears slightly cautious, knowing Cobb's background is legitimately violent. Cobb's stories sound dangerous, not sanitized for television. The audience senses genuine roughness, not Hollywood toughness. Johnny asks careful questions, avoiding topics that might trigger Cobb.
There was a press there where they said they both got something like $10 million.
Well, Johnny, that sounds good, but that's probably a whole lot of toro caca there, partner.
Toro caca? Yeah.
See, we have a large Spanish here today.
Tex's unpredictability keeps Carson on edge throughout the segment. The interview feels more like managing chaos than casual conversation. Cobb never tries to be charming, just speaks his truth. Carson later told friends Cobb was one of the realest tough guys ever on the show. The lack of polish makes Cobb more intimidating than action stars. Johnny's nervousness shows in how he phrases questions. Cobb treats The Tonight Show like just another room to sit in. The casualness about violence makes it scarier. Carson respected Cobb's authenticity, even while being uncomfortable. Tex proved real fighters don't need to perform toughness. The segment became notorious for how unfiltered it felt. Johnny never invited similar guests preferring controlled toughness. Cobb's appearance showed the difference between movie tough and actual tough. Joe Frazier, the boxing teacher.
You see the fight out at the Clay? You still call him Clay.
Well, I still call him Clay, you know.
I call him whatever he wants me to call him.
Joe Frazier literally turns Carson into a student, giving him a boxing lesson on live television. A heavyweight champion coaching Johnny creates humor from the reality that Frazier could seriously hurt him.
Just to show you some of the things that I go through.
Okay.
You know, when I run, I have a, I got a balloon in my pocket. This one here for you, and this one.
That doesn't look too difficult, Joe.
Blow it up now. I want to show you.
The lesson format makes Frazier's strength feel immediate, not just historical, bringing real combat sport energy to the safest TV setting. Carson balances politeness with awareness of actual danger. Johnny tries throwing punches looking ridiculous compared to Frazier's form. Frazier corrects Carson's stance with professional patience.
Did you give me a trick balloon?
Just about.
Blow it up and bust it? Oh, come on now. Come on now.
The audience watches a legend teach someone with zero boxing skill. Carson's physical comedy comes from genuine awkwardness, not practiced bits. Frazier demonstrates punches that could knock someone out easily. Johnny flinches slightly when Frazier shows power. The toughness is educational, making it informative and entertaining. Carson told his staff the lesson scared him more than he showed. Frazier's hands look massive next to Johnny's. The segment proves athletic toughness translates to television perfectly. Johnny asks about Ali creating tension around their famous rivalry. Frazier's responses are measured, but you sense the real animosity. Carson navigates carefully, knowing the Ali topic is sensitive. Frazier's face shows damage from years of fighting. Johnny tries making it light, but Frazier's presence is heavy. The boxing lesson becomes metaphor for toughness versus charm. Carson represents entertainment, while Frazier represents real combat. The contrast makes the interview fascinating beyond the boxing. Frazier never condescends, making Johnny feel respected. The segment works because both men understand their roles. Carson later called it one of his most physically intimidating segments. Frazier's gentleness with Johnny shows real strength. The lesson format gave structure to potential awkwardness. Lee Marvin, The War Story, Graveler.
As far as animals were
the monkey
concerned.
cage and all the old guys with the overcoats crowding the nannies in to watch the monkeys. And they wouldn't let them go. There's the old lady stuck with these little kids, and the monkeys are doing these funny things in the cage, and all the old guys are going,
They say New York is in trouble.
Marvin's classic hardman aura with gravelly voice and no-nonsense demeanor feels built for war stories and westerns. The interview plays funny because Carson's friendliness bounces off that rugged presence, keeping tension entertaining.
That has come up with people, you know,
Oh,
and they've got to do
sure.
a picture, they got to do a love scene, they got to carry it off.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
When you really have a little hostility going?
Yeah, because it comes across as love or, something.
Well, that's a very close line. It's a close line.
Marvin doesn't need big gestures because the persona does all the work. He feels like a tough guy character who wandered onto a talk show and stayed in mode. Carson tries lightening the mood, but Marvin stays grounded. Lee's voice sounds like it's been through battles. The stories Marvin tells carry weight from actual military service. Johnny treats him with visible deference, knowing Marvin's toughness is earned. Marvin's face looks weathered, giving him natural authority. Carson asks about war experiences, getting real answers, not Hollywood stories. The segment feels heavier than typical celebrity interviews. Marvin doesn't perform for the audience, just exists. Johnny's usual charm meets genuine masculine presence. The contrast creates interesting television beyond normal chat. Marvin's laugh is rare, making it meaningful when it comes. Carson later said Marvin was one of the most authentically tough guests. Lee never softened his edge for late-night comfort. The interview proved movie tough guys could be actually tough. Marvin treated Carson respectfully, but never became bubbly. Johnny appreciated the realness, even when it made hosting harder. The segment works because both men respect each other's domains. Marvin's toughness isn't aggressive, aggressive, just present. Carson navigates around it rather than trying to break it. The audience watches two professionals from different worlds connect. Marvin's presence reminds viewers some stars lived hard lives. Johnny's questions stay respectful, never pushing too far. The segment became memorable for its understated intensity. Marvin proved toughness doesn't require volume, just authenticity. These iconic Tonight Show guests brought something different to the table. They weren't trying to sell the audience something or promote their up-and-coming project. They were there to show how far the mental and physical human physique could go. Which of these tough guests do you think was the most intimidating on Johnny Carson? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. These guests and their legacy deserve to be remembered.